Well, here we are today, and look at this for a place. Wow. Does that take your breath away or what? Hey, look at that. This is, believe it or not, just a few miles from Goole and Selby. This is the River Aire, at a place called Beal. And look at it. This is 20 miles from my house, and until last year I'd never fished it. Look at it. It's fantastic. It's about 30 to 40 yard wide. It's quite wide there in that bend with the catch bream, and you can see why the catch bream. It's probably 100 yard wide. That's really wide, but there's been no colouring wood. And Eddie Bryan's two up. We've already seen one roll in his peg. So if they feed, we're in trouble. If they don't feed, we've half a chance. But this is, look at that. You park behind your pegs. They open the gates, and you drive. That's Beal itself there. You can see that's Aire in there. He's come over from Lancashire with his passport, managed to get in, and that top there where that white house is, that's the weir. That's Beal Lock and Weir. You can see that coming past. They don't peg that. If that were pegged, every match would be won there. And then the bridge there goes into Beal. So all we've done is drawn other side of that bridge, drove over the bridge, turned right. And I think it's Leeds water, this one. I think you've got to have a Leeds book to fish here, but they're easy to get on the website. And it's a great big sweeping bend there, look at that. And then you get all these lovely, look at them lilies, reeds on the bank. If that don't say fish, I don't know what does. And all these lads fish here. Bradford lads come here, and why more people? It's just awesome, especially now they can drive behind pegs. It's fantastic. And then you go down there and it sweeps all the way round there, and if you look in the day you can see cars in the background. And we're here today because it's a Northern Rivers Masters qualifier, and there's 4 zones of 12, so there's 48 anglers and 4 qualifiers, which will get into the final sometime in October, I think, is on the River Don. But we've got to get through first, and in this section there's Eddie up there, the god himself, John Allerton, he's on point, Harry Billing, Dave Armitage, and I don't know who else. It's a tough section, but they're all tough, aren't they, these qualifiers nowadays. But it's 12 foot deep. When I drew, they all went, oh, that's a great peg. I told man up Dennis, oh, that's alright young one, there's a chance there. But it starts there, I'm a peg off. John thought I were on that one with them reeds stuck out there in the water, and then he says the peg above his head is, and he says that's the best peg because it narrows up, and we're having no flow. All the fish are in the bit of flow there is. So that's what John says, and I ain't going to argue with God himself, so why would you do that? So I've drawn this peg. The only snag to these is it's old school fishing. Old days, there's no platforms and things like that, but all these lads, this is what they want to do. They come and do this every weekend, and you can see you've got to get down. I've got a good one actually. You can get down, because all it is they just get dug in, don't they? You can walk in, and you can see there on my setup. So what have I got set up? Well, I've got 3 pole rigs, I've got 2 for my roach, and I've got 1 for my perch. And see what happens. And I've got a tip rod which I'm going to put some bait in, because if I'm in jail or they start catching bream, I've got to cover myself. So I'm going to put a bit of bait in, just leave it for a bit and see what happens really. And I've got a waggler rod set up, so although it's 12 foot deep, there's lots and lots and lots of small fish topping, and the river's alive with fish. It's strange enough, since this wind's gone I haven't seen any top, but there's been lots and lots of small fish. There's plenty of fish about, and it's absolutely, it's just beautiful. It takes me back, this really. Every time I come here I go, oh, I get right excited, because it's like old days, and it's straightforward. Look, you've got casters, worms, maggots, 2 ground baits. I've got a fish meal ground bait for my bream and a roach ground bait for my roach. So, and basically it's straightforward. I've got some hemp, I've got a few tears, and I've got some little black fulkers, them 2 mils, which if we start catching on them, we'll be putting one of them on, because that's what happens when you catch a roach on hemp. It's easier to hook. If they take it, it's easy, becomes easy. But I right fancy that for a few perch, don't you? Look at that. And if I don't say perch, I don't know what does. So I think I might start there and see if there's any big perch, because last year when I fished the festival, 2 matches I had some big perch, and look at that. I'm sorry, but people who fish commercials will look at this and think, oh, I don't want to go there, it's a bit hard work, and it is, but you know, when you're sat here in the middle of nowhere. I just spoke to John Allerton. He lives a mile from here, you know, and he never used to fish it until a couple of years ago, and it's just beautiful. So this is one section of the River Aire. This is called Beal. Fish just top there, look. Now in 2 weeks we're fishing the festival, a 3-day festival in the week, and I think this will be one of the sections, and then the further down as well. So if you keep going onto my YouTube, I'll be showing you that every day, and that week after that we're on the Masters World Championships. Look at that, Eddie's waving at me, look, you see Eddie? There you go, look there, on the flyer. Eddie on the flyer, where have we heard that before? There he is, look. So I thought you were having a wee then, so... But no, so I've got a lot of YouTube videos and places coming up, so make sure you tune in and have a look, and wish me luck today and have a great weekend yourself. But the River Aire near Goole and Selby, wow!